Yo guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Tarek and I'm back today with another video for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on. So every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. Now, we're back with another review of Love Island All-Stars 2025 Season 2, Episode 3. Without further ado, we're just going to get straight into it. Overall, how did I feel about today's episode? Today's episode, it was alright. It could have given a bit more, but it was alright. But it's always like towards the ending of the episode is where it picks up a little bit of pace. But anyway, let's get into it. So I start off by saying Kaz and Casey have a conversation. And their conversation was like, from how it started, it ended so amicably. I mean, to be honest with you, when I actually thought about it, I can kind of understand why Casey was a bit pressed. Like, okay, cool. Casey played your friend. He messages a lot of girls. We know Casey's a waste of time. Like, we actually are aware that he's a waste of time. But to kind of like pounce on him, assume like he hasn't even spent 5 minutes in the villa yet, and it already is like, whoa. Like, on his end, I can understand why he'll be annoyed. Like, when I actually sat down and actually thought about it, I was like, no, because if I was in that position, even if I did something like that, or had done something like that, sorry, I would have been irritated myself, because it's like, okay, I just stepped for you, could have pulled me to the side and we could have had a discussion, but instead you want to just blurt it out. Like I was saying yesterday, yes, he deserves it, because this man plays with too many people from what we have seen ourselves as the viewers. But to have a man just come in the villa like that, and then you're already like, it's like, okay, like, you could have pulled him to the side, or you could have had that conversation privately. Like, there was other alternative reactions to that, but I guess Kaz within the moment was just like, oh, because of how someone must have asked him a question, and because of that question, Kaz just gave her 2 cents, and then it led to one big thing. They ended up sorting it out, and yeah, that was that really. Curtis and ekin-su have a general conversation. Their connection seems good. Curtis seems to like ekin-su, and ekin-su likes Curtis. One thing I like about Curtis, though, he has his steak medium rare. Now, I never used to have my steak medium rare. I always used to have my steak well done. But I understand the medium rare now. I get it. Because when I had steak medium rare, I haven't gone back to well done since. So, yeah. That's just a side note. That's not really got anything to do with this review. Olivia has dated one of Luca's best mates. And I can understand why Luca might be thrown off by that. Because if someone I'm dating has dated one of my mates, it's an instant, I'll be thrown off by that too. But in Olivia's defense, Luca should have then communicated that with her. But we'll get more into it, because obviously, yeah, I don't want to be jumping notes like that. Scott knows ekin-su isn't... Scott knows himself, sorry. Oh, God. Scott knows himself that ekin-su isn't for him. He knows it. He said, yeah, they're just too much alike and they're not for each other. I mean, I also put that Scott, I think he's playing it safe too much. I actually think he's playing it safe. I think he really should explore the field, but he's just like sticking with India, which is fine. You could stick with what you know, but obviously more bombshells will come in. I can't exactly remember from last season if they do cast more for this one, because it's shorter. I cannot remember. Please put in the comment section below. I actually kind of remember if they do cast more for the All-Stars. For me to not remember it, that means I don't think they do it, because I always remember the cast mores from like since I started watching from season 8. So it's like, for me to not remember it, I don't think they do it. But my point is, more people are gonna come, more women are gonna come in. Is Scott still gonna stay with India, or is he gonna explore? Because right now it's just seeming he's a one girl army, but that could actually change. Then it's time for the game, the dare game. So Curtis pulls a dare, lick the islander who he feels is the complete package, and he picks India. I won't lie to you, even though India, for me personally, and this is for me not being harsh or anything like that, but she's just not giving much for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, some people, they're more, their energy is more reserved, which I feel like that's how she is as a person. She's just a very reserved and calm person, but she's just not giving much for me. I would have preferred someone else in the villa. That's just my honest opinion. I would have preferred someone else. She's just, I don't know, she's just not giving, she's not giving anything to me, you know. But in terms of like the complete package, he picks India. So that's Curtis's pick. Scott had to kiss 3 islanders and rate the kisses. So he picked India, Olivia, and Kaz. And he rated 9, 9, and 10. So all of the ladies got high ratings for their kisses. Naz has to snog the islander he thinks who's playing games. He picked Catherine, but I don't think the reasoning was actually playing games. I think he just wanted to kiss Catherine as he's in a couple with her. And Catherine rated the kiss at 8.9 to a 9. So, okay, maybe them two are surprising me a little bit, because I remember I think it was episode 1's review when I said that Catherine wasn't happy, but maybe I was wrong. It's early days. It's early days. It's early days. Lucas 3-way kiss. He picked Kaz and India. Olivia had to snog the islander who she thinks is the biggest flirt, I think, and she picked Scott. I have to disagree with that. And later on, we are going to get into it, but I actually have to disagree with that. I don't think Scott is the biggest flirt. No, did she pick Scott or am I bugging? Or did she pick Curtis? I can't remember. Who was wearing the blue shirt? Was it Curtis? Oh my God, I can't remember. Yikes, I can't remember. Sorry, guys. Put in the comments, because I have Scott in my head for some reason. Because, listen, one thing about taking notes and watching the show, yeah, while the thing is happening, you're trying to take the notes at the same time. So, like, you could be missing it. But I saw someone in a blue shirt, and I think Scott was wearing a blue shirt. But I also think Curtis, I think both of them were. No, I'm not going to try wrap my... Oh, my God. No. Let's move on. Just let me know in the comment section below, please. But I'm going to stick with my answer. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't think Scott is the biggest flirt. If I had to pick who the biggest flirt is, I would say Ronnie. That man knows how to talk. He knows how to flirt his way around women. Like, yeah, that to me is that... Yeah, no, sorry. Ronnie had to snog the 3 sexiest islands, Elma, Ekin, and Kaz. I won't disagree with him on that one. Kaz had to plank the islander who she thinks is the biggest competition, and she picked ekin-su. I'm not going to lie. She thinks that they are similar, but I think in terms of personality, like, yes, Kaz is very much out there. She's very much extroverted. But I feel like Ekin just has a bit more of that oomph about... I don't know, there's something about ekin-su that just has all them women threatened. It's just, I don't know, like, her... You could tell, like, Ekin is one of those people, when she walks into a room, people are aware that she's in the room. You know, like the ones where they say, like, when someone walks in the room, you can tell, like, okay, like, they don't have to say anything, but people know that they're in the room. ekin-su is one of those people. Because that's what happened in the villa. She came in and then shook up the whole place. Marcel had to slow dance with the sexy islander and he picks Catherine. Ekin has to fake an orgasm, who she thinks is the loudest in bed, and she picks Curtis. Gabby had to kiss the islander, which your friends have to warn you about, and she picked Casey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't disagree one bit. Curtis seductively had to kiss the islander's neck to the left for 30 seconds, and I believe that was Ekin-su. Curtis and Kaz talk, and she said that Luca has surprised her. My thing is this, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think Luca is mature enough to be in a relationship. That's just my overall opinion about him so far, from what I'm seeing. I don't think the man is mature enough to... He couldn't even communicate with Olivia. And I think... I can't remember if... Oh, no, we will get more into it. But you couldn't even communicate with Olivia about something so simple. So it's like, to me... All these women are finding him attractive. Yeah, Luca's an attractive guy. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm not going to sit here in front. The man is attractive. Like, he's attractive. But in terms of, like, his maturity level, it's just not there yet. And the man is 25. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're 25 years of age and you don't know how to do simple communication. And for me personally, I always say communication is very key. If you're not feeling it, if something is not for you, just talk. I always say to people, So long as you say and do your part, you have nothing else to worry about. Oh, yes, it may upset some people. It may upset someone. And obviously your intention isn't to do that. So long as you know you have good and genuine intentions, it shouldn't be a problem to communicate with people. But people find that so hard. And I don't understand why. Like, just communicate, just talk. It makes things 10 times easier when you talk. But people get so in their heads about it. I don't understand. And then it actually makes situations worse. Not me ranting. I'm clocking what I'm doing. Sometimes I go off, okay? And I also put, I just really love Kaz's vibe. Sorry, Kaz's spirit is, I'm really taken by her spirit. Like, her energy is just, I just love her energy. I want to be friends with Kaz. I want to be friends with someone like her. Like, she's just, her spirit is just bubbly. Like, she's just got good energy, man. Gabby fancies Casey. Gabby, let me hold your hand when I say this, lovely. Marcel cheated on you and you knew how shit that was. Okay? You knew how shit that was. Don't go and put yourself in the same situation. Now, I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but it's Casey we're talking about. So I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but maybe I'm low-key judging. But his track record isn't giving what it's supposed to give. I mean, from time Kaz said what she said, it's like, Gabby, are you really trying to get disappointed by another guy again? It's like, really think about what you're doing. Fancying someone and then wanting to spend the rest of your life, because this is why people date, I assume. Because it's the reason why I date. I'm not just dating to have banter with you. Like, I'm dating to really get to know you and where we can progress, like, especially of my age as well. It's not a thing where it's like, I'm dating, let's sleep together and then cool. I'm not wasting my time like that no more. So it's like, you're either on the train or get off. Like, when there's... Anyway, so that's the reason why people date. So I would really consider and really have a think to yourself if Casey is the man for you, Gabby. Really and truly consider that. Olivia started crying when Cass told her about the Luca situation. Now, immediately when I saw Olivia cry, I was like, girl, why are you crying? But then as she was explaining the situation, I was like, okay, cool, I get it. I get it. Because not me, as soon as I see Olivia tearing up, I'm ready to jump the gun. But I said, no, Tarek actually assessed the situation. Luca, ever since the game, he didn't communicate with her. So obviously, you're in a couple with her. She wants to get to know you. But then after the game, you haven't even communicated with her. And you didn't even pick her in the game as well, bear in mind. So it's like, okay, it's like a shit situation for her. Like, I'm in a couple with you. You don't even pick me in the game. And then now I'm hearing this news from Kaz. It's like three things. Like, I'm in a couple, you didn't pick me in the game, and I'm hearing this from Kaz. I'm not even you. You don't even respect me. And plus, they're friends outside of the villa. Like, that's meant to be your friend. Like, if someone is meant to be... Me personally, if that's my friend, and it's something like that... Well, me personally, I'm not going to try and get to know my friend. But let's hypothetically speak, if I'm trying to get to know my friend in that kind of way, but I don't see it going that way because you dated one of my mates. Baby girl, I would pull you to the side and say, look, this is the situation at hand, X, Y, and Z. I don't want any bad blood between us. We can still be friends. Communication, people. Communication. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard to communicate. I really don't get it. I don't get why people don't want to communicate. It's not that hard. It's not that much to us. It's like, it's not much to us. It's basic. It's actually basic. We communicate with people on a daily. So it shouldn't be that hard to just let someone know how you're feeling. Oh my God. Like, it's really not that difficult. So, yeah, like I said, I will give her the benefit of the doubt with the crying because I understand, like, you feel like shit because of the situation at hand. So I get it. Olivia and Luca then have a conversation. And Olivia is annoyed that Luca hasn't spoken to her since the game. And it's put her off. And fair dues to Olivia. She's not going to be an idiot and stay in a situation where she knows she's not being respected. Like, fair dues to her. Like, she cut. As soon as that was like, okay, red flag. Like, I'm gone. Like, she's not staying to stick around. I think... Maybe there's some growth with Olivia after all, but let's take it easy. One day at a time, yeah? One day at a time. Catherine and us seem to have a bit of chemistry. This is surprising me a lot. Considering what I said in the first episode, like, it's really surprising me. I'm happy though. I like to be proven wrong in these type of circumstances. So I'm happy, like, because I'm the type of person, if I see something and I have an opinion about something, I'm dead on it until like something either changes my mind or my head might turn. My head might turn. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for them for that. Ekin and Curtis go to the terrace and they kiss. And it's not just no little kiss. This kiss was giving, you need to, we need some downtime. It was giving, the lights need to be off and we need to be in the hideaway. It was giving, no one else needs to be around while this is happening. It was giving so many other things which I'm not going to talk about on the camera because let's keep it PG. But yeah, it was giving that. The kiss was very saucy. Very, very, very saucy. I was like, okay, guys. There are youngsters that actually do watch Love Island, so let's tone it down a little bit, please. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The kiss was giving, though. It was giving. Ekin shares that she had a kiss with Curtis, but she didn't see that Kaz was laying in the bed. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that was for the plot. But then Kaz just kind of pops up and is like, oh, so how was the kiss? Oh, I didn't know you were there. I don't know how true that is. I'm so sorry. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, imagine hearing just like that in Just, that the man that you're trying to move to. It's early days anyway. It's early days. I understand in Love Island time moves very quickly, but in Love Island, in the villa, sorry, time moves very quickly, but it's actually early days. Can we just, guys, please? Okay? Alma said that Ronnie's a shit kisser. Me personally, if I'm such a shit kisser, don't I'll take that to heart. What do you mean I'm a shit kisser? Because you basically telling me I'm a shit kisser is basically saying, but kissing is like the main thing that comes with that type of stuff. So if I'm a shit kisser to you, what's going to happen? Because you're not about to school me on how to kiss. I feel like, I don't know, put in the comment section below if you've had to be taught how to kiss, but I feel like that's a natural thing you learn. I don't know. Teaching someone how to kiss? Can never be me. If you come and tell me I'm a shit kisser, okay, cool. That's it. Because you're not going to teach. Yeah, what? Okay. Kaz pulls Curtis. But nah, Curtis made me laugh with this. Kaz tried to pull Curtis, but then Curtis said, okay, I'll come and find you, and then went to chat to ekin-su. I found that hilarious. Something about me was like, oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I feel like Curtis is more interested in ekin-su. Now, like I said, it's early days, but from ekin-su being the type of woman that she is, I feel like that attracts Curtis a lot. And speaking of Curtis, as I was on Twitter during like the breaks and that, people are okay, so people are actually uploading like old videos of him dancing and stuff like that, and then the comment section is just people are moving homophobic. And this is why as the United Kingdom we cannot move forward. This is just a quick side note. Because okay, cool, the man is a dancer and it's not seen as manly, the type of dancing he does, but he's very secure within his sexuality. And that's what actually makes a man attractive. When they're secure in themselves. A lot of you men need to take note. And it's not just the men I was seeing, by the way. Let me not just even come for the men. Some of you women too in the comment section. I don't see the problem. The man's a dancer. He's doing something with his life. What are you doing? Apart from commenting about someone else's stuff. Everyone always wants to be in everyone's business. Everyone, like, people are really bringing back saying, oh, this is the guy that people find attractive. I find Curtis attractive. Like, looking at him on my screen, I didn't watch him back on Love Island all those years ago because I never used to watch him back then. But now, even my drama said he's had a glow up. What now? And you know what? I will still watch him dance like that. And you know what? He openly admitted that he was on a drag show. I actually love that for Curtis. The man is secure within his sexuality. I can see why ekin-su is interested in him. A lot of people need to start taking notes. Get your notepad and pen and start taking some damn notes. A lot of you too insecure with yourselves. You lot need to behave. Because what are we doing? This is why sometimes, Gabby and Casey have a chat, and Gabby has said that she's always fancied. Sorry, let me start that again. Gabby and Casey have a conversation. Casey said that he has always fancied Gabby. Boy, bye. I'm not buying anything this man says, you know. I don't trust him. Because apparently they met each other. Like, Casey saw Gabby at Soho House. And this is what I'm saying as well. Actually, let me not divert. Casey saw Gabby at Soho House, but the friend got to Gabby. Some kind of long story like that. And Gabby said he's always fancied her. I keep getting their names mixed up. Casey said he always fancied her. I don't believe this guy. I don't believe him one bit. Kaz and Curtis have a conversation. Kaz says that she likes this challenge against ekin-su. May the best woman win. It is a competition at the end of the day, so may the best woman win. In this case, I don't know who to root for. I mean, I like both of the ladies. So in this case, actually may the best woman win. Olivia and Luca agreed to be friends, but I thought they were already friends on the outside. But they agreed to be friends. Anyway, Kaz and Ronnie have a conversation. There was nothing really to say at that point, so I didn't write anything down. Marcel and Olivia have a conversation. The conversation actually seems to be going quite well. And it's a surprise for me. Olivia's like, she wants to get to know Marcel a little bit more. And Olivia likes how Marcel is talking about his outside situation. She finds that quite, like, she likes it. It's quite nice to her because it's like, it's all nice getting to know someone, like, what's going on in the villa and stuff like that, but talking about outside stuff. And Olivia likes the fact that he's, like, Marcel is a grown man, yeah? And from how he, like, what's the word I'm looking for? What is actually the word I'm looking for? Moves around, how he, you know what, the word is right in my brain. It's right on my head, but it's like I can't say it, and I don't understand what's going on. The way he presents himself, oh my god, okay, thank you. The way he presents himself is like very like manly, it's very like, he is mature, because obviously he has taken accountability from how he treated Gabby, even though it took a little bit, but he took accountability for it. Growth. And she just likes the fact that Marcel does give like manly energy, he doesn't give boyish energy, so that's what matters. My notes keep jumping and it's annoying me. Marcel also stated that he will get married again, but it has to be after a certain amount of time. Like, I would be very shocked if he was to jump right back into a marriage. At least 3 to 5 years. Or let's not put a time on it. Forget what I just said. However long you need. Because you are married. It's like you're basically going to be starting a whole process again. Elma is ready to teach Ronnie how to kiss. Elma, please. Girl. And on this occasion, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit stage left. Because what do you mean you're gonna teach a man how to kiss? Walk me through the process. Like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, huh? You're gonna be like, Ronnie, so sit down, lock eyes with me. So when you go in, I grab your head, you grab my head, and then how do you? Up to now, I still want to know, like, how do you teach someone how to kiss? It's something natural you just have to learn. No one taught me how to kiss. The first time I kissed somebody, it was just a matter of, okay, let's kiss. And then, yeah, that was that. The rest is history. Yeah, and you get better as time goes on. That's how it goes. So let's say if Ronnie was a shit kisser, he would just have to get better over time. That's how it is. And how you probably think he's a shit kisser, someone else might think he's a good kisser. But then I guess Kaz also didn't rate the kiss as well, so. But I think it was the circumstance, because it was a game and it was rushed. But we'll get to the second time when. Anyway, we'll get to the second time. Kaz is so sweet. She wouldn't want to step on Elmo's toes, but Kaz, I'm gonna need you to get a little bit, get a little bit thing, because this is Love Island. It's a competition. You're gonna have to step on toes. And you could do it respectfully as you've been doing, like, just let Elma know, like, listen, but Come on. Baby girl, you want to find your man? Go get your man. Go get your man. Like, that's why the notes keep jumping up and it's very irritating. Not Scott. Now, this is why I said what I said earlier about Scott when someone said he's the biggest flirt. Because, or picked him as the biggest flirt in the villa, because not you being at 36 years of age and asking the boys how to go in for a kiss. And Scott needs to take himself an exit stage left with immediate effect, because Scott, what's happening? You're 36. You've been on this earth longer than some of those guys in there. And you're asking how to... Even Luca had to say, and I don't normally agree with Luca, but I agree with him on this occasion. At your age, Scott, we got some work to do. We got some work to do. Kaz had a good chat with Ronnie, but is worried about Elma. She needs to stop worrying about Elma. She needs to focus on herself. She's worrying too much about Elma. And, okay, she's your friend. I just find the whole situation like friends talking to someone that they're also interested. Like, I find that whole thing weird anyway. But again, it's Love Island, so we have to kind of put those kind of things to the side. But when these people say friends, they're not friends like that, you know, as well. Again. But yeah, she needs to stop worrying about Elma. I wrote down that Luca and Casey are not men, because Gabby was talking about she doesn't know if Luca or Casey is like, are they men material? No, they're not. Have you not? Literally, Kaz baited him out in yesterday's episode. Baited Casey out. And then you have Luca, who doesn't seem like he does anything. And he can't communicate. These guys are not, I'm telling you, Gabby, stay away. Stay away. Like, you seem to have kind of moved on from Marcel, what I would hope. But now you wanna go from Marcel, who's more manly. Yes, he cheated, but he's more manly and more mature than... Because when someone cheats, it can be seen as immature. But have they taken accountability? Have they learned from their mistakes? Have they grown? Have they not done it again? Like, these are all the questions you need to ask. Like, Casey is a player. Casey has literally slid in Love Island girls' DMs. Like Kaz has said, Luca can't communicate. Like, are those the traits you want? I mean, it's up to you. Like I say, like I always tell people, it's up to them. But baby girl, if I was you, I would actually run as quick as I can before it's too late. My notes keep jumping. It's so irritating. Marcel is yeah, the notes keep jumping. It's so irritating. Marcel is grafting Olivia. Scott and India kiss. But that kiss that they kiss, why do I feel like that was actually rehearsed? The kiss felt so fake. It felt fake to me. Like, when Scott was like, no? Okay, like, when you go to kiss someone, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't feel like rehearsed. It actually felt rehearsed. Like, it felt like they felt like they were doing a scene. Even in a scene, in a play or something, they wouldn't do that. They would just go for the kiss. Or it'll feel natural. That didn't feel natural. That's the correct word I'm looking for. It didn't actually feel natural. So, I don't know what's going on there. Ronnie and Elma kiss, and Elma says it was better, and then shouts it out to everyone that it was a better kiss. Elma's actually not serious. She's not serious. She's actually not serious. Elma, I already told you to exit stage left, but I'm going to have to ask you to exit stage left again, because how are you shouting out to everyone saying it was good this time? Like, honest, if that's your banter, then that's your banter, but no. Kaz pulls Ronnie to the secret garden. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting, because out of all places, the secret garden, not even terrace. But then I guess the terrace, everybody knows what happens on the terrace. But to the secret garden, I already knew what was happening from time she pulled to the secret garden. And I'm like, okay, like, she spoke to Elma about it, so Elma's aware of it, but it's like, okay, now things are starting to get interesting. And them lot called Elma over and told her about it, because they thought she done it behind Elma's back, but Elma already knew about it. And then ekin-su pulled Elma to have a one-to-one conversation. I said, stop her BS. You just kissed him. Like, there's something there. Like, stop pretending like nothing's wrong. Like, you're feeling that type of way. But Elma's hell-bent on saying that, no, she's not really bothered by it. She doesn't really care and stuff like that. And that could be true, as true as that could be. She could not care. But it's like, if I kiss somebody, okay, that's an intimate moment now. And if I'm kind of getting to know you and you're there kissing somebody else, I will feel bothered by that, because it's like, you for the streets. You can't be out here just kissing up everyone. In a game, it's different, and I will still feel that type of way in a game. But if I'm getting to know you one-to-one, and then you're getting to know someone else, I'm not saying you can't get to know other people, but be respectful. Kissing this person and kissing that person is, I don't know, for me, it's like, we don't always need to do the kissing thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm sounding like what's the word? A Debbie Downer or something. But I just feel like we don't always need to be kissing to get to know somebody. I feel like we can actually have conversations. That's how I get to know people. I don't just go and dive in and I start kissing people straight away. Like, I actually get to know them, take some time to build that connection, and then when it's the right time, it's the right time to do all of that stuff. But this is Love Island, people, so things are a bit more fast-paced. And then we didn't get no preview for tomorrow's episode. Oh, before, Kaz and Ronnie ended up kissing. So I wonder if it's all going to kick off in tomorrow's episode. I guess we have to wait and see. But we didn't get no preview for tomorrow's episode. But yeah, that's been tonight's review. This one is 32 minutes. Lord have mercy, I have to go and edit this now. But if you guys have enjoyed, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on, so every time I upload, you guys are notified. We're on the road to 10K, people. We can get that done by the end of the year. I know we can. So if you're a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe, because we're going to be here for daily reviews. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.